just want to welcome everyone on behalf of Dr. McMiniman. She's unavailable to be here, but she does send her best wishes. And I also want to take a time out to thank our chairman of the Union County College, Union County Freeholders. You can be that as well. The Honorable Sergio Granados, and we also have Freeholder Marabella here to join us as well. And we have Danny Newberry from the Union County Office of LGBT Services joining us. So please give them a warm welcome to Union County College. So the LGBT committee, who are led by Ms. Phyllis Marabella and Barbara Ruggieri, they have given them a warm welcome. They've created a very strong and robust program for us this month to celebrate LGBT history. And so, something that I think that is very, poignant is that, this gives us the opportunity to share, to laugh and to cry, and for the most part, and for us to be proud of who we are. So gay, straight, lesbian, trans, I just want everyone here to say one thing with me. One thing as loud as you can. Just say, I'm proud on a count of 3. I'm proud. 1, 2, 3.
I'm proud.
A little bit louder, a little bit louder. 1, 2, 3.
I'm proud.
Excellent. And I'm proud of you as well, because I think that is what this program is about. It's about our pride. And so when we look at our flag and we launch our celebration, there's a few things that we have to take into consideration. The first is the symbol of the flag, that being a rainbow flag. And so there's a saying that actually declares that a true flag cannot be designed it has to be designed by being torn from the soul of the people. And so when this flag was designed in 1978 by artist and activist Gilbert Baker, he did just that. He infused the colors of this flag and the souls of the individuals into this flag. And so what you have is red representing life, orange representing healing, yellow representing the sun, green for serenity and nature, and you also have indigo for harmony and violet for the spirit. And Baker also described the flag and the rainbow as an action. And so whenever this flag is raised, it is raised as an action, and you are taking an action. And so with that, I'll turn it over to our students to raise the flag.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome all of you to the inaugural LGBTQ History Month celebration at Union County College. This is a month-long celebration of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender history, as well as the history of gay rights and other LGBTQ civil rights movements. This celebration coincides with National Coming Out Day, which falls on October 11th, and which we celebrated here at Union County College. This month is intended to encourage honesty and openness about being LGBTQ, and also to educate those not in the community about the history. It is important to talk about LGBTQ, to honor how far this community has come, and to show support of the LGBTQ community at Union County College and beyond. We have some very special guests here today that have joined us for this inaugural event. And first, I would like to introduce a great supporter and friend of the college. He's a native of Elizabeth and a community activist, and currently serves as chair of the board of Chosen Freeholders. His many initiatives include helping those with special needs by creating a Union County Office for people with special needs. And he also created the Union County Office of LGBTQ Services. I'm delighted to introduce Sergio Granados.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's a great honor to be here at Union County College, and I want to thank Dr. Hargrove, who actually was raising the flag outside with some of the GSA students, so thank you for participating in that. Union County continues to be the place where you can find diversity, where you can find individuals making sure we support one another, knowing that we continue to be at the forefront of the progressive movement and making sure that everyone feels at home when they come to Union County, whether it be our Union County government through our Freeholder Board, or let it be through Union County College, through our staff, through the students. We continue to show that we work together to better the lives of others. And this can't be done if we're not working together. Our Freeholder Board continues to make sure that we work together with organizations that benefit and that support the LGBTQ community and their allies, and that can't be done without our coordinator of LGBTQ services, Danny Newberry. Let's give her a big round of applause. And it's always given credit when credit's due. And an individual who came to me at the very forefront of the movement of making sure that we were coming progressive inside the County of Union was Freeholder Al Mirabella, who serves as a liaison to LGBTQ services for the County of Union, so thank you for that. Without further ado, I just want to say thank you on behalf of the whole entire Union County Freeholder Board, more importantly to the students, because you continue to show that you can make differences in our communities and throughout the country, no matter how young you are. You continue to strive to be the best and continue to strive to make differences. So we thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson Granados. Next, I would like to introduce a longtime supporter and dedicated friend of the college. He is serving in his 21st year on the Freeholder Board. His initiatives as chairperson include being among the first to support domestic partnerships in Union County. He led the effort to support marriage equality, and he was among the first in New Jersey and possibly the nation to extend benefits to same-sex couples. I am delighted to introduce Al Mirabella.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I appreciate that. And thanks to Chairman Granados for joining us today. I know he changed his schedule at the last minute to be here. I always appreciate you, Chairman. Great job to Phyllis Mirabella for putting this event together and the series of events. I'm proud to be married to her and doing my part here to support the college. And all you do at UCC is fantastic. And this week's events, I think, highlight that, the importance of acceptance, tolerance, and respect. I also want to thank Dr. McMenamin for all her support and advocacy for equality and fairness and for allowing these events at the college. They send a powerful message to the staff that work here, to the students that go here, so that Union County College feels respected and it puts its money where its mouth is. I'd also like to, and I'm looking forward to Danny Newberry's comments. She's a great hero in the community, always has been. Placing her in a leadership position as our county's LGBTQ point person was among the easiest decisions I've made, and it was very easy for me to see her in that spot. And just the work that's been done in a short time since her assuming that leadership, working with the office and working with Maureen, it's been wonderful to see that flourish. And it's nice for me as a freeholder to envision an office or a project or a building and then see it come to good fruition. So thank you very much, Danny, for all your work. Chairman Granados is a true partner and a friend of mine. When we talked about the office coming together for this year, it came to him instantaneous that he wanted to make it part of his initiatives for 2018, and I'll always appreciate that, Mr. Chairman. So my story goes back a little ways in my advocacy and my support of fairness and equality and civil rights in Union County. It was very easy to support domestic partnerships, then on to benefits for partners, then on to marriage equality, which was the ultimate goal, something that was so important to the community and to us in Union County. One night I can remember voting on a resolution supporting equality, and Senator Lesniak had a gathering at his house. And by the way, Senator Lesniak, one of the true champions for civil rights in New Jersey, invited me to his house after the meeting, and I was running a little late, and he was texting me, and anybody that knows the senator knows that he's not very patient man, and he's in a hurry. Little did I know that he had a house full of people that were already there assembled, talked to the senator, supporting our legislation in Union County, and they were waiting there to thank me for what I've been able to do, but I had a chance to thank them, for I know that they had a rough road, hard travel to get to where we are today. So it's just the right thing to do, is to support equality, to support us here in the county. And I'm so proud of our daughter, Michaela, who works, goes to school internationally. So I'm so proud of her advocacy, for standing up for who she is, for her international voice that she's using. I'm impressed with her photography, her writings, her blogs, her documentaries that she's putting out there. And I'm happy that she lives in a time where it is good and it's okay to express yourself the way you want to and live her best life, as she tells me. There are those, however, in our country who do not believe that should be the case for all our Americans, even to the highest office in this land. History will judge them harshly, and they should. There's still a lot of work to do in Union County, in New Jersey, and across America, normalizing acceptance. I think I came up with that very recently. I'm looking forward to the day when there's not a big deal about people, who they are and what they stand for, what color they are, what religion they have, or what sexual orientation they have. I'm looking forward to that, Lane. I have faith in the new generation. They don't see color. They don't see sexual orientation. They see people, and that's how it should be. So we have a lot of work still to do to fight for retain the hard-fought rights that we have and keep them, make sure that we have a safe environment for everyone to be able to express themselves. Forums like this are so important to not only this college and to this county, but to our whole community. It sends a strong message that what we stand for in our county and what we will do. And I couldn't be happier to be asked to share a couple of words and a personal experience. When our daughter came out to us a couple of years ago, I said that I was the gay freeholder. And she looked at me, and my wife actually looked at me too. And I said, well, listen, I can stand in those shoes and understand how, somewhat, and understand how people feel. And I always felt like I was fighting for equality and fight for equal rights. And so I felt like I was on that side all along. And, after a couple of jokes, it was a great talk. I wish she had started at 8 o'clock in the morning. She started around 11:30, and we were up kind of most of the night. But God bless her, Michaela did it in her own way. And so I'm proud to be here. I'm proud of this gathering and this organization, and certainly for Union County College, all that they do. And please take a minute. For all of you here hearing these words, we appreciate you being here. Take a walk and look at some of the tables that are in the back and gather some information. And do what you can, and even if it's in your own small way. I mean, Chairman Granados and I are fortunate to be elected in this county to be able to have a voice in our community, but not everybody has that big a voice or that big a microphone. But do what you can, even in your small way, to promote acceptance and tolerance in our county, and you'll be happier for it, and the county will be better for it. And so that's going to conclude my remarks. I appreciate the opportunity. I want to take a minute to introduce Danny Newberry. I said a couple of nice things about her before. Come up here, Danny. And when the chairman and I talked about initiatives and this office, and I said before there was only one person that we felt could lead this office, and that's Danny Newberry, who's been a dear friend for a long time. We got to know each other, I guess, at the Union County Arts Center for your work there. But as I've come to know Danny, not only professionally but personally with her wife and her children, I asked her about her children before, and she said her 5-year-old is special. And I said, I remember those times, and I'm glad I don't have a 5-year-old. But I'm so happy that you have taken this office to where you've gotten it to so far. And I look forward to great things, and the chairman and I are counting on you in 2019. So without further ado, your keynote speaker, Danny Newberry.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you for that introduction. Thank you to our freeholders who allow me to do the work that I do every day. Thank you to Union County College's leadership and to Phyllis Marabella and Barbara Ruggieri for inviting me to be part of today's important event. So no one really told me the rules here, like what am I allowed to say when an elected official hands you the mic? When I was 11 years old, I took down a clothesline from the backyard. I remembered learning how to tie rope to a tree branch for a swing. So I climbed a tree in the backyard, examining each branch for its stability. I had exceptional tree climbing skills, faster than any boy on the block, my father would boast to his friends and my uncles. You see, I was a tomboy, seemingly fulfilling all my father's expectations as the third and final child, the one he hoped would be a boy. But anyway, I found a suitable branch and tossed the rope around it a few times, made a knot, and threw the end of the rope over the branch. The end of the rope met the ground. So I did some mental math and figured out how far from the ground it really needed to be. In my 6th grade school photo, there's a mark across my neck, a rope burn, actually. I had had enough. That 11-year-old girl had had enough secretly knowing she had unnatural feelings for other girls in a way that she had heard her father threaten the lives of such people. She had enough being touched by close friends of the family and uncles. She had enough manning up on nights he'd come home hyped up from an afternoon sitting at the bar, powering up on liquid courage. My father actually put me in karate so that I'd be more of a challenge on his late-night real-life fight club. I remember lying on the ground, looking up at the sky and wondering why. Why had I failed? Beneath the impossible pain in that 11-year-old, there was a fight just waiting for fuel. Let me be clear. That wasn't the last time I lived surrounded by people who would act in violent homophobia. That wasn't the last time I was sexually assaulted. That wasn't the last time I thought about suicide. But it was the last time I let fear win. Fear of me being me. Or perhaps it was fear that saved me that day. So why am I here? Why are we here? We're here because 20 years after the brutal murder of 20-year-old Matthew Shepard, he's finally getting a resting place. We're here because LGBTQ youth are overrepresented in foster care. We're here because suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people ages 10 to 24, and LGBTQ youth are almost 5 times as likely to attempt suicide compared to their heterosexual youth. We're here because all the people throughout history who have fought for civil rights, because they came singing through slaughter so that we can stand here today. We're here because since the moment Donald Trump and Mike Pence walked into the White House, they have attacked the progress this country has made toward full equality for the LGBTQ community, and they have undermined the rights of countless Americans. We're here because just last Friday, the New York Times reported in yet another attack on the LGBTQ community that the Trump administration, through the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, is planning to redefine sex in order to exclude transgender and non-binary people from federal non-discrimination protections, a move that could then erase LGBTQ protections across other federal agencies. We're here because there are 2.7 million older LGBTQ adults living in communities across this country, and they deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, especially after a lifetime of experiencing discrimination and stigma that they still experience today in the systems that were designed to support them. We're here because racism exists, and LGBTQ people of color experience vicious discrimination motivated by homophobia, transphobia, and racial prejudice. We're here because the LGBTQ community is the only community worldwide that is not taught its history in home, at schools, and in their religious institutions. We're here because history is repeating itself, y'all. and we have got to stop acting like nothing is happening. We've got to own our truths. We're here because we have a board of elected freeholders whose unwavering for support for diversity and inclusion is so determined that they, our elected officials, we elected them. They created the first county government office in this state to support the LGBTQ community. And it's not just the first one in the state, it's one of only 4 in the country. And today, they gave me a mic. We're here because someone dumped fuel on that 11-year-old and she's just getting started. I get it, some days. It feels like we're fighting a battle we'll never win. The most powerful tool we have to fight back is our voices. So to answer that question from a few minutes ago, what do you do when an elected official hands you a mic? You speak. You speak like your life is at stake. Because no matter where you go, or how hard you try, or what you do, the only person you're ever going to get to be is you. Speak your truth, be heard, and vote, damn it.
Thank you very much, Danny, for those powerful and heartfelt words. And we truly appreciate that you are here. So thank you. I would like to add one other note about Miss Newberry. I understand that she was also recently recognized by US Today as New Jersey's Face of Pride, and I think that's a remarkable accomplishment, so thank you very much. Okay, we just have a few more things to wrap up our ceremony. I also want to thank Miss Barbara Ruggieri and Miss Phyllis Mirabella for putting this all together. This is our first time doing this at Union County College, and we have a great couple of events coming up on this campus, Elizabeth and Plainfield. We hope you can join us there. We do have tables in the back right over there. There are several advocacy tables, so we hope you check them out. We have a lot of important people back there. And tonight, the Office of College Life is hosting a great event. It's called Dragon Comedy, and it's going to be in the theater. Doors open at 5 o'clock, so all you students out there, we hope you make it. Oh, and the community, obviously, everybody else is invited as well. And then one other thing, the Union County Office of LGBTQ Services and the Office of Women is presenting a showing of Battle of the Sexes tonight at UC PAC, and it starts at 6:30. So you should go to that as well. So thank you all for coming, and have a great day.